I'd like to now welcome Chuck Ream up to the mic, please. He's going to speak to us. Well, let's get a big hand of applause for Chuck.
It's real good to be able to talk to all of you today. It's not real good to be able to talk to you under these circumstances. These are unpleasant circumstances when a bunch of our people are destroyed and somebody dies. This is evil. This is straight up anti-American evil that is against everything that this country was founded on, against every principle we're supposed to enjoy as Americans, and against basic human care, mercy, dignity, integrity. I got just a few specific comments and then I will shut up. I have been using cannabis, a lot of cannabis, for 43 years. In those 43 years, I have graduated, and before I had cannabis, and this son of a bitch talks about a stomach ache. Well, my stomach ache had me on the floor every day, curled up in a fetal position. I was eating baby food. I had to drop out of school, and I was contemplating suicide. I was really going to kill Robert McNamara and myself, but I was done, and I found cannabis, and I got back to school, and I graduated magna cum laude, and I got a job teaching I was supposed to be a lawyer, but I decided to be a kindergarten teacher all my life, and I was a kindergarten for 33 years, and I was elected to my township board 5 times in a row as an elected official. All that time I was smoking a lot of cannabis, and it made me a better person. Because when I don't have cannabis, I get really mad, and I get really hostile, and I get really aggressive about the evil that we have to face here every day in our great country. I just saw a note on the back of this card, just talking about Cheech and Chong. Michigan is not a Cheech and Chong movie. Well, he is making it into the evil movie. Cheech and Chong was a comedy, at least. This is a tragedy. This is evil. There is no excuse for this. We are the patriots. We are the ones defending American values. The American Revolution was based largely on the fact that the British used to come into their houses and take all their stuff. And then they had a revolution about that, and they stopped the ability to come in your house and take all your stuff. But we are the last group that can be persecuted because of who we are and what we do and simple pleasures that we have with the plans that God put here on the earth. You gotta let black people go into a restaurant, you gotta let gay people live and walk down the street, but us, you can attack. We're the last ones, and it's gonna end. We shall overcome as well. There's no drug war exception to the Constitution. The Constitution has to exist even if they want to tell us what to do with our bodies. The lawbreakers are law enforcement. They are out of control. We are having a lot of discussions with Cannabis Patients United and with the new MACC, Michigan Association of Compassion Clubs. We are trying to decide whether we should spend our money on lobbyists or we should spend our money on litigation. And we are coming around to the position that we have to sue these people. We have to sue them until they are damaged. Until they are damaged like we are damaged all the time. It is my contention that our people will never be free until there's a major monetary judgment against an individual who is in law enforcement. As soon as there is that judgment against an individual, that word will go out through all their newsletters and newspapers, and they won't bother anyone again because they don't want to be hurt personally. We have to file suit one after another, and we have to tie them up, and we have to win in the law. Two-bit fascist fool, it says here. I wonder who that refers to. Anyway, 63% of the people voted for this. We've got to have this now. What does this point out about the priorities of Oakland County? The Oakland County Police are spending their money on attacking people for pot when there are murders, there are rapes, there are robberies in Oakland County. This shows that the budget of law enforcement in Oakland County is way excessive. They've got money to throw away and burn and dump in the street if they've got money to chase people for pot. Why would they do this? Why would they waste that much money? I think it's to protect their forfeiture money. They want to protect their forfeiture money, and they're going to fight really hard to protect that. But what is that forfeiture money? It's just straight out theft, just straight out armed robbery from American citizens. It's wrong, and the forfeiture's got to stop, and all of their attacks on our people have got to stop. I call him Alligator Bouchard because of he said that the grows were being protected by alligators, and there were 6-inch to 8-inch alligators. The alligators were not as slimy as Mr. Bouchard in this situation. He must be held accountable. I think everyone who's hurt in this whole war on drugs, especially war on cannabis, should be getting reparations for all the things that have happened to us. But just think about ultimate accountability. Think about ultimate accountability. What if there was something called karma that was real? What if there was a God who did sit in judgment? These folks better up here, they had better pray that there is no God of judgment, for they will be judged and burned in hell forever. You people are great. Without all of you, we would never win. We would lose. They would defeat us one by one. Together, we cannot be defeated, and we will help our people live a better life. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Every single one of you is so important.